Yeah, I mean, a couple things that I'm really proud of. The first is the way we responded after our loss on Wednesday. Um, I think we all had the feeling that we let one get away there, and Ohio, kudos to them. Ohio played really well, but we wanted to answer that and make sure we came back today and play. I mean, our defense was phenomenal. I mean, we really held them under 50 points, other than the late three, and to hold them to 21 points in the second half was phenomenal defense. So, really good job. And both of these two. I mean, Katie's 18. I mean, Katie keeps attracting so much attention, and teams are really playing her physical, and I think she's still doing a great job of responding to that. She's such a great guard rebounder that a lot of times she's trying to crash the boards, and she's picking up a couple bodies on the way there. So she's done a phenomenal job. And to her credit, of all of our players, she set the tone for us the best at the beginning of games. And I think that helps the team when they see that. So, and then Janae's development throughout the year. I mean, for a freshman to come in and have that type of presence and the ability to score, to rebound, just to see her development as the year's gone on has been really good, and just excited about the rest of this season for both of them and team, but also for Janae's future. I'm excited about your future too. Katie's got big things ahead of her, for sure too. So, but overall, just a really good performance, and our second half defense was phenomenal.
Questions for our two student athletes, Jesse pointing to Carl.
Why don't you talk about the difference between Wednesday and today, and defense especially?
Personally, I think that Wednesday we just struggled being connected and playing as a team. I think today we just definitely had to answer and clean up how Wednesday was looking.
You have more, Carl?
Yeah, Janae, just talk about your development in the year. How are you a different player than you were back in November?
Definitely a lot more confident, offensively and defensively. I knew coming in I would have a lot to adjust to from high school to college basketball, but definitely just being more confident in my game.
What do you you're scoring inside entirely. What is your sort of thought process when Katie or somebody gets you the ball close in? What do you do?
Just feeling where the defender is really and seeing how many bodies are collapsing there, if any bodies are collapsing at all.
Yeah, Katie, Coach talked about the way you guys were able to respond in this game. I guess how do you not let that previous game seep into this game? And really, you guys from the start, you started that first quarter really well. I guess how do you avoid a slump in this game after that previous game?
I think just take it in the way that it felt and just, letting it hurt a little bit. But moving forward, just focusing on what happened in that game that led us to lose, and then working on that moving forward into this game, and just understanding that we don't want to feel that way again, and it's in our control to not lose games like that. So.
And then what was really the message at halftime there after Akron kind of not really controlled that last minutes there of the first half, but you guys came out of that second half and really kind of took control back of the game? Just what was the message there at halftime?
That we needed to clean it up, turning the ball. We need to take care of the ball. That's been a theme throughout the season, and moving forward, we're going to have to clean that up if we want to do what we want to do. And
then, Janae, I guess just how exciting is it to maybe go against one of the better players in the MAC, and then not only you limit Reagan to 8 points and 6 rebounds, she commits 3 turnovers. I guess just how exciting is that to match up with somebody that is at the top of her leaderboards?
It's definitely very exciting. I think it just boosts my confidence and how well of a defender I can be.
And then you started the game 5 for 5. Is that something that you're aware of in the moment, or just I guess when you're out there, are you feeling anything different when you're scoring that efficiently?
No, really. I'm just playing, just trying to stay focused. I don't be paying attention, honestly.
Hey, Janae. Just to piggyback on Jacob's question, Reagan came in averaging 16 and 10. She had half of that basically today. how much of a focus was she with your, in terms of your game plan and just, I know you said you're excited to face her and boost your confidence and everything, but do you think you made a little bit of a statement with what you're able to do in your minutes in that matchup?
I definitely do. Going into the game, we knew that we had to shut her down. We knew that she was a great rebounder, great scorer, so we definitely had to limit what she could do in the game. So.
And you finished really efficient, but you had made all your shots, first 7 shots from the field and foul line combined. Do you go into a game like today, like feeling like, it could be that kind of day just in warm-ups, or does it just kind of unfold that way during?
It just kind of unfolds that way in the game. I know once I hit my first shot, I know I can gauge how I'm going to play in the game.
And Katie, just what have you thought? And Coach commented on Janae's development. What have you thought about how she's been able to progress, and right now, like how valuable is she to your team?
Yeah, every game, I think I can feel the difference of how valuable it is to have someone of her size and her aggressiveness, and her overall IQ for the game, being able to guard and play in the post. We haven't had that in the past. It's new playing with it, and I definitely feel the difference every game.
Katie, out of the first time out, you scored 2 quick baskets. At that point, the game was still kind of back and forth. Was it just something, being a leader on the team, wanting to take control and kind of extend the lead so some of the younger players kind of get more comfortable in the game?
Yeah, I think coming out when they throw the ball up, I always think let's start out aggressive and throw the first punch, and that'll kind of set the tone for the game, for myself too, and my teammates. Yeah.
I guess for either one of you guys, the MAC was pretty packed tonight. What would you guys say how valuable that is to your team and your confidence going into this game?
I think we feed off of the energy having the fans here. If they're up, we're definitely up. So having them around definitely, for me, gives me a lot of energy. And, yeah, I love having a crowd. Yep.
Anything else for Katie or Janae? Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Free water.
Alex, you have the mic. If you want to start, questions for Coach?
I guess what was the defensive mindset going to this game? You guys really helped them to turn over the ball a lot more than they got assists.
Yeah, well, let me answer the question you had before that about the crowd. We definitely felt the difference there, like the energy in the MAC for our game today. I think our players fed off of that. When we went on runs, the crowd was responding, and that's great for our players, right? It does give them juice and gives them energy. It's great to see the students there. The football team came out. It's great to see that type of support that other sports are having for us as well, and so it was exciting. Defensively, the game plan was obviously we wanted to have a focus on Reagan Bass. Obviously, she's one of the better players in the league. But we want to make sure that we didn't lose our whole defensive concept just to try and take somebody away. I thought the whole defensive concept was good, other than in the second quarter we had a lapse there for the last 6 minutes of the second quarter. Other than that 6 minutes, I thought we played really well. And if you look at the second half, other than Alexis Stewart getting 3 threes on us, I mean, we held them to pretty much 12 points. Other than that. So I thought that was a big thing for us. They really dialed in defensively because we didn't play well defensively this past Wednesday.
Your shooting percentage was 54, which is about as high as you've done this year. What made the offense work today?
I thought we executed it really well. We really wanted to try and get the ball inside, and we'd kind of gotten away from that a little bit. That's probably on me, but when you have 2 post players like Michaela Morris and Janae Tyler, I mean, you look at a few games ago against Central Michigan, and Mick has 16 and 6, and then we have Janae who comes out and can score as well. So it's nice to have that kind of post depth and be able to play. So we really played through them, executed a lot better. But if you get a 50-50, 90 game like we did today from the floor, from the 3-point line, and from the free throw line, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. So I thought our execution was excellent. I thought we did a good job of playing through the paint, and we only took 10 threes. which was good. We made half of our threes, so the threes that we were taking were good, and I think our offensive execution, definitely was an offspring of that. So.
Let's talk a little bit more about Janae. What's her development been? I know she's got more confidence, but what does she do now that she wasn't doing in November?
I'm not so. I just think she's more comfortable. Okay, I mean, I think she's understanding the college game better. I wouldn't say that it's like this monumental shift in her ability. She had some big games early too. She came into the LSU game and had a big block on Angel Reese right out of the gate. So she showed up pretty good. So but her level of comfort with game plans and scouts and knowing her teammates has just continued to grow, and that's what you're seeing now.
You touched there on the lapse there in the second quarter. I guess just what was going into that from your perspective?
Yeah, just some carelessness. We had some careless turnovers and a couple of bad shots that were kind of a part of that stretch, and we cleaned it up at halftime. We addressed it and cleaned it up.
And then after the results on Wednesday, you guys clinched a spot in the MAC tournament. I guess just what do you want to see your team accomplish over these next 4 games? Because you do have some big games and teams that you will likely face in that tournament.
Yeah, steady improvement. Obviously, still adjusting to Corinne Hauser being out. That's a big thing. But I think Deanna Gray has really continued to get more and more comfortable in that role. Our team is adjusting to the way we're playing around that, and just want to see us continue to improve and be at our best when we get up to Cleveland.
Anybody else have questions?
Hey Todd, I was just wondering, Janae, is she, with a performance like this against a player like that they have over there as a focus, does she earn more minutes? I mean, is this a breakthrough game in a way, or
No,
is that overstating it?
Yeah, I think it's overstating it. She's been capable of that all year, and she's had some games that were like this year. Field goal percentage was great, obviously, but Michaela Morris, like I said, we've got 2 players that can really have games like that on any given night. So I wouldn't say it was a breakthrough. I don't think it was even a surprise to her teammates or us, because we've seen that happen. Once again, her level of comfort coming in. It's our job as coaches now to use the tools that we have and to be able to play through that. But a great game for her, and hopefully that just continues to boost her confidence.
Any other questions?
All right.